Located in the heart of Oceanside, California, lies a hidden gem golf course just south of Camp Pendleton. Designed by Ted Robinson back in 1972, this par 72 championship layout stretches just under 6,500 yards from the Blues. A challenging course that in its own way rewards those in command of their accuracy and punishes those who miss their spot. This is Every Shot at Oceanside Golf Course. Alrighty everybody, welcome to the channel. Today we are at Oceanside Muni. This is my home track. Super excited to be doing this. This was the last tee time before daylight savings. So here we are teeing off in the dark. I know it's really hard to tell from the camera angle. It was not this bright. We brought the glow balls. Shout out to my buddy Seth. Yes, his name is also Seth, who got these from Amazon. And then he brought out a mag light, and that is how we were able to see. I mean, it was pitch black out there. Hole number one is a par 4, stretches just over 360 yards. I always hit like a 4-iron or a 3 hybrid off the tee. You just want to be out in the middle. Anywhere between 200 to 230 yards is perfect. Now, because it's so early and these balls don't fly, I believe right here I'm about 150 yards or so. I'm hitting a 5-iron. Now, I hit a really bad 5-iron there. It actually really hurt my hands. We're nestled up right now into the trees. You're supposed to just shoot a field goal between the two bushy trees. But here we are, just gotta put it up nice and soft. The grass is super wet. It's early, chilly morning. I think our tee time was at 6:20. And these balls do not respond well. So we're just trying to get it close, just trying to honestly get the ball in the hole as quick as possible, which doesn't happen here. I can't tell you, I pretty much bogey hole number one here every single time that I play. I don't know if I've ever parred hole number one. It's just something that happens. And so I'm not too frustrated by that. I'm coming straight out of the car, no swings. What I do like about Oceanside Muni is it's one of the only public municipal golf courses that I know of that has a grass driving range. So that's pretty sweet, but it was too early. We didn't get any swings in. Here we are, hole number 2, par 4. It's just straight away. All you got to do is, if you're going to be ripping driver, just rip a straight one. Here I hit a little bit too much of a cut. I'm still in the fairway, and so I'm not punished. If you go too far right, you're going to be in a lot of trouble with the trees. If you go too far left, you're kind of in some wasteland. And so accuracy is really key. And that's kind of the theme of the day. If you're going to be hitting it straight and in command of your accuracy, you will play well here. From 130 out, I rip a 9-iron just because I know these balls aren't traveling, and it was pristine. Really fired up about this shot. Just put it into the heart of the green, set ourselves up nice. Just a little easy 2-putt. That's all we need here. I think I'm looking at like a 25-footer here, 30-footer. This is for birdie. All we gotta do is make a nice putt, and it's just a little too soft. I left this about 4 feet short, maybe even less than that, maybe 3.5. Definitely a knee knocker. It's downhill, kind of a sliding putt. And then we're just seeing, oh, here it is. Now, I don't know if I've been having a case of the putting yips, but I have never felt more uncomfortable with a putter in my hand in my entire life. It's really frustrating because that right there is the difference maker between the 70s and the 80s. And so this brings us to hole number 3, our first par 3 of the day, 182 yards. I usually hit 7-iron here. I think I'm teeing off with a 4-iron. It was still too dark for me to comfortably feel like I could tee off with a regular ball. I did do the little switcherooski right here. So I did tee off with the glow ball, put that away. Now here we are. It is just now light enough to be able to start seeing things. Left it just on the front edge, and this chip up, I'm not too upset about. I just wish it was a little bit closer because I don't like the downhill sliding putts. These greens will always trick you. And as you see right here, just another tricky putt that I should make, but not right now if you got the putting yips. It's just not going to happen. So 3 over after 3, definitely not ideal. This is not where we want to be, but I do love the 4th hole. This is probably one of my favorite holes on the golf course. If you look down the left-hand side, you'll see 3 trees. This is a hole that you can cut the corner when it's warm out, or when it's not super cold and wet like it is right now. This is a hole 10 out of 10 times I'm cutting the corner because it is a hard dog leg left, 535 yards, and we're deep. And so right here, this isn't ideal. I'm definitely out of range to be able to get to the green in 2. But I have had 7-iron in on this hole on a nice warm day. The ball's traveling. Here I have 3 wood. This is out after about a 260-yard drive or 265, something like that. And I'm fired up about this shot. One of the best shots that I had of the day. 3 wood's been feeling really good in the bag. Really been enjoying the 3 wood. Put me right up close, and this is about a 35-yard chip just to get it to the back of the green. A lot of confidence here. The goal here, I'm not trying to get it super high. I want to generate some spin. I want to let that ball come in nice and soft and just sit. And that's exactly what it did. It always feels good when the short game executes the way that you want. And so there's a lot of confidence coming into this putt. Even though I've been missing a lot, I'm looking at this, I'm like, I know that I can make this putt. All right, and we got the first circle on the card for the day. I will honestly say the earlier that you get a birdie, I don't know, for me, it just kind of relaxes me for the rest of the day. Of like, all right, I'm not trying to force anything now, kind of just get it out of the way. Even if I don't birdie another hole for the rest of the day, at least I got like kind of the monkey off my back of just this mental weight of trying to force things. Coming into this first long par 3, excuse me, 204 yards. And this was just a terrible shot, I'm gonna be honest. Absolutely chunky. My buddy Seth right there just made a funny joke. That's what I was laughing at. He goes, "Hey, that looked like us a couple years ago." We've gone through a lot of weight loss transformation, so no more chunky swings for no more chunky boys, except for that tee shot. But following it up with, once again, a really good approach shot. Some good short game today, feeling confident with it. And we're looking at just like 3 feet for an up and down. That's all we got to do. Just tap this in, little 3-footer. It's sliding left to right. And that's something about Oceanside Muni, is that for a municipal golf course, I would actually say they have really pure greens. They roll really true. And it's just frustration right here. We're just frustrated. You can even hear it.
Go to your home.
Yeah, just frustrated that we're not executing. 4 bogeys and a birdie. Interesting scorecard so far. Brings us into the 6th hole, 360 yards, dog leg right. Now, out in the middle of the fairway is a large palm tree. The line is hitting a cut right over the top of the palm tree, and you'll be in position A. And that's exactly what I do here. It was, once again, really confident right now with the 3-wood. That puts us right out in the middle of the green, or excuse me, middle of the fairway. Got about 120 to the center of the green, pins in the center. And I feel like now the body's starting to warm up. We're getting loose. We're starting to feel our flow, even though we've had some bad shots. And I liked this. I was okay with it. I just kind of left the face open, but we're not killing ourselves. We're at least giving ourselves opportunities to make some plays, to put the ball in the cup. And so that brings us to about a 25-footer for birdie. Now, I would say that when it comes to the game of golf, if you are not slowing yourself down and taking some breaths and working on the things that matter most, you're just never going to play good. Putting is the most essential part of the game. That and getting off the tee. I just am in this season right now, cannot figure it out when it comes to the flat stick. And it's very frustrating, but this has been also a really good challenge for me when it comes to just mental toughness. Can we keep a good head on our shoulders? Can we hit good putts? Can we make good contact? Which was not what we did right here. Welcome to the 7th hole. This is a really fun hole by design. Depending on how you approach it, if it's a warm day and you have the length to be able to do it, you can actually cut the corner far over to the left and hit it onto the second disjointed fairway. That's not happening today. I pull out 4 iron and hit a chunked 4 iron really short, which brings us to this horrendous lie with this big old tree right in front of us. Now, I was fired up about this because that was a really well struck 4 iron, almost like redemption immediately. Just missed the spot. It didn't cut the way that I wanted it to, but the fact that I was able to fly it underneath the tree, carry, and we get up there to like give ourselves a chance, I'm stoked. I'm really, really okay with that. We're giving ourselves an opportunity. It was a good miss. That's like, if you're gonna miss at this golf course, just know the spots to miss. And so we put it up there. Not the best, not the worst, but I just don't like right now, because I don't have the confidence with the putter. A downhill slider from left to right is just not ideal. I would much rather be below the hole here. This is a pretty heavily sloped back to front green. And right here, I'm just timid, just way too timid. And so here we are again, another bogey. We're not scoring. We're not scoring at all. But we're having golf, or we're having fun. We're playing golf. We're out with the boys, having a good old time. Hole number 8 is our second par 5 on the front 9, 485 yards. This is a very gettable par 5. You just have to be center right of the fairway, which I did here. This was a great tee shot, like 265. And then now I'm pulling my 3 hybrid to hit a high draw to stick it. The pin is located in the like front middle part of the green, and I just didn't get it to turn over. I really like this shot. It was a good swing. It just went straight instead of drawing. That's all. And so we're pin high just on the right side of the green. It was sketch because right over there is like creek and wasteland, and if you're not hitting your spot, like just your ball's gone. Forget about it. You're not even going to see it. But here we're giving ourselves a good opportunity. I'm not mad. Let's just make a good chip right here. That's all that needs to happen. It's just a little frustrating. Just leaving it out a little bit too far. I wanted to be a little bit closer, but here we go. Can we make a putt today? Yes, we can. I don't know what was happening today with the par 5s, but they were saving me. They were absolutely saving me. What a front 9. We have 2 birdies and 6 bogeys. What a front 9. Getting to the 9th hole here. Fun dogleg left that you can just hit a high bombing draw right over these trees to cut the corner. You don't want to go too long, so I don't ever pull driver here because there is a massive lake that runs through the fairway. 3-wood is all you really need, and I'm loving it. Right here, once again, we're back out to about a 120 shot. Got gap wedge in hand, and I'm just feeling good. Feeling really, really good. I loved that shot. I thought that was literally in the hole. Like, I'm not even joking. I was like, oh my gosh, I think I just hold that. Nope, a little bit long. It's about 10 feet for birdie. But I think like the mojo's going. It's all right. We're just coming off of a really good birdie, and we're just making really bad putts. We're just making bad putts. It's frustrating. But we broke the bogey train, and we're finishing 4 over on the front. Now, I do want to pause here and just mention, at the turn, Oceanside Municipal for sure has one of the best breakfast sandwiches I've ever had in my entire life. Unfortunately, they didn't have any ready for us at the turn, so that is the excuse that I have for this tee shot right here. This massive looping hook right off the tee. It is a dogleg left, but that's just way too far left. You want to you want to put it out towards the middle. There is like a little tree that you can try and clear, but this was too sketch. I think I even hit a tree. Here I am up against the fence in the wasteland, and I got a window that's maybe 3 feet of clearance of the tree overhanging and the tree in front of me. Catch it just a little high on the face, and that puts us at the very front of the green. So now I'm looking at, like, I don't know, pulling out my driver to try and get it to this pin. This was like, I'm not good at guessing. I'm guessing that this was about 90 feet away. I mean, it was forever to get to it. Stoked about the lag putt. Thought that it was actually a really, really good one. And we're starting to make some putts. Let's go. The boys just getting fired up. Here we go. Back-to-back pars. Let's start getting on a roll here. Brings us into the 11th hole, 160-yard par 3. This hole always plays way longer than it is. The wind is always swirling up above this green. And so here I'm teeing off with 8-iron here, which should be plenty of club. I thought that I would put me like in the heart of the green, and I was on the front. And so it's just one of those things that you got to always be aware of how the wind swirls here. Starting to figure it out a little bit. This was another good lag for a little tap in par. Feeling good about that. The putt was conceded. That's why I picked up. And there we go. Just throwing a 3 down. Let's go. Now, this hole is in person one of the coolest holes to look at because it's straight uphill. I'm walking the golf course today, and all the locals, we always park our push carts off to the right hand side by the tree. This is such a fun hole. You got 2 options: bomb it like I just did, or you can pull out an iron and just put it to the front of the fairway, which is flat. I apologize, my filming, I forgot to film the approach shot. It was a great up and down. This was a great hole. Feeling good. This is to go for another birdie right here. And we just can't do it.
Ouch.
Ouch is right. We just can't do it. So frustrating to miss a 3.5 footer. I don't really give myself chances like that a ton, and so it does frustrate me to not capitalize on that. Now we're coming straight back down the hill. Number 13, par 3. This is a really, really, really fun green to go after. And I usually leave it short. It's just hard for me to judge the distance. And so left it short here, but let's just make a good, like the game plan here is just get it over the lip of the sand trap and let it run out. And that's exactly what we do. It was a great play. Felt good. This is a very, very makeable putt. It is a little bit of a sliding downhill. I mean, you just see how discombobulated I am. And right here, it's one of those things like don't go left, don't go right, just put it right off the pin. And that's what we did. So here we go, another par. Another 3, baby. Yeah, baby, come on. Brings us into my second favorite par 5 on the golf course. Hole number 14. 500 yards. The goal here is if you're going to hit it straight, you got to go down the tree line on the right. This, although it's in the heart of the fairway, is not where you want to be. You go that line if you're going to hit a cut. And the reason as to why is the green is on the back side of that big tree just on the left-hand side. And so now I'm kind of in this position where I got to hit this high draw. And I'm just telling myself, be an athlete here. Let's do this. Hit a draw, but it's just not drawing enough. It was a great shot. It had the length. I thought I was in the bunker, just short. It was a-okay. And here we go, making a great approach chip. I'm loving this. We're playing golf. The back nine's just turned up for us. Here we go. Got another opportunity for birdie. We're looking at like 6 feet right here. Maybe not even 5 feet. And we're just terrible. We're just terrible. Buddy gave it to me. We pick up, we move forward, which brings us into what in my opinion, the hardest hole on the golf course. The reason as to why it's a long par 4, 457 yards, always plays with the wind into your face. And I have never once hit this fairway. I have done this exact shot every single time that I've played here, where I hit this high slicing cut over into the next fairway, or even into this wasteland that's on the left-hand side right here. But we have a locals rule that if your ball goes into there, just kick it to the nearest like grass, because we don't get paid to play this game and we don't want to mess up our golf clubs. So here I have 165, 170. I go 8-iron and I caught it just a little high on the face. I was stoked about the swing, but just didn't get all of it, which leaves it for this approach chip right here and just give it a little too much juice. It's not terrible. We're still giving ourselves an opportunity to make a putt, but where things have been at today, we never know. And so just a little short 3.5 slider. Of course. Of course. Of course. This is how I feel about that. So we move on. Hole number 16. Par 4, very gettable, 434, just a great scoring opportunity hole right here. You just can't go left. That's all you don't want to do. And what do? I go left. There is a creek that runs down the left-hand side with the cattails, and you just don't want to go over there. So we don't know. I could be alive. I could not. It slopes down there. Sure enough, I was alive. Praise God. And here I have 9-iron. Just got to make a play and put it into the center of the green. That's all you got to do. Oh, and we hosel rocket it! Just blasted it over to the right. I mean, absolutely clobbered it. And I put it into the greenside bunker of that par 5 that I missed the opportunity at. So here we go, trying to make a great up. And look at this thing. That was pretty cool. I don't normally throw sauce like that out of bunkers, and that was pretty sweet. And that was actually kind of a miracle shot. You see the group behind on the green. They were like all sitting around watching. I mean, it was a high pressure. Stadium pulse was to the absolute max. Here we go. Let's make a good putt. Just break. And it doesn't. So here we go. Back-to-back bogeys. Not the way that we want to be trending, but that brings us into a very scoreable par 5 again. 508. Just don't go left because that's where the lake is. And I try and hit a cut, and it's just a dead pull. Not cutting enough, and I think I either hit a tree or the shed that you're about to see. I got so lucky here. So lucky. But at this point in time, I'm like, you know what? I don't care. Let's go for the hero shot. 260 out. I pull 3-wood and just bomb a high draw. 260 to the front of the green to a front pin. I felt like a dog right here. Like, oh, we golfing. I'm like, great. We're walking out of this with an easy birdie guarantee. That's all we got to do. Put it up there. This is about 30 feet or maybe 20 feet. And just no speed control. Blast it. So frustrating. It's just so frustrating, friends. And we're not giving ourselves a good look here. This is 6 feet downhill, sliding left to right. And it doesn't. It goes right to left. Misread for a terrible 3-putt par. Oh, it gets ya. So I turn around, I look at the boys, I say, I'm going to swing as hard as I absolutely can. I'm going to try and put this thing to the absolute moon right here. Cut the corner and just rip the ball. Really fired up about that tee shot. I mean, I clobbered it. Turn around, and right here, I go, oh, I heard lumber. I hit it off that tree to the right, and it kicked me right here into the rough. Not ideal. So the game plan here was just get it to the green. And so I'm doing like a smooth 8-iron or 9-iron. I forget exactly which one. And I just caught it too smooth. And so we fly the green a little bit. This is now where things are getting dicey. We're just not setting ourselves up for good positions, and this is not ideal. This green has a ton of undulation that sits right through the middle of it. And so here for this chip, all I'm thinking is like, just get it on and let it run, because it's going to be hard to stop this ball. And that's exactly what happens. Start to go, and we scare the hole, but then it just keeps running out a little bit. And so now here we are, 18th hole. I need to make a putt. We're looking at about 10 feet for par. Obviously, no confidence to make this putt. But a blind squirrel finds a nut every now and again. It was a fun day. Love this golf course so much. We finished at 6 over, 78. So grateful for you sticking along. Hey, do me a favor. If you enjoyed today's video, like, subscribe, comment, do all the fun stuff. I'm just getting into this whole content creation thing, and it would mean the world to me if you just tagged along for the journey. Having a lot of fun doing it, and let me know in the comments what golf courses I should play in San Diego. See you guys.